Start by establishing a strong posture. Then,
You've been
slowly bring
eating
up
like
your
a monk
arm
and the
flex.
scale hasn't moved
We are
in 3
targeting
months.
the arms,
You cut the
highlighted
bread.
here.
You said no to the birthday cake. At your own birthday, you're having sad little salads for lunch, while your coworker eats a burrito the size of a toddler and somehow weighs less than she did in 2015. Here's the thing. The problem isn't your willpower, it's your hormones. And after 40, eating less is genuinely, scientifically, biochemically working against you. This video is going to tell you exactly why restriction is backfiring on your body, what's actually happening hormonally when you cut calories too hard, and the specific shifts that will help you lose actual fat, not muscle, not water, not your will to live. And no, this doesn't involve fasting for 22 hours a day or eating nothing but cottage cheese and regret. Stick around for the last one because it is the one every woman over 40 needs to hear and almost nobody is talking about. And girl, if you apply what's in this video for the next 4 to 6 weeks, I promise your body will stop fighting you. You'll start seeing the definition come back in places you thought were just gone forever, and you will stop feeling like a failure every time you eat a normal meal. Let's get into it. So here's what nobody explained when you turned 40. Your metabolism didn't just slow down because you aged. It slowed down because your hormones, estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, thyroid, insulin, all started shifting at the same time, like a band where every single musician decided to go off script simultaneously. Do I want my hormones to be in perfect harmony? Girl, you bet I do. And when you eat less on top of that chaos, you don't just lose fat. You trigger a survival response that makes your body grip every fat cell it has, like it's the last seat on the Titanic. Here's the first thing you need to understand. When you chronically undereat, your cortisol goes up. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and after 40, it is already elevated from life. The job, the kids, the mental load of remembering everyone's dentist appointments, the 17 tabs you have open right now. A 2020 study in obesity reviews found that chronic caloric restriction increases cortisol levels significantly, and elevated cortisol directly promotes fat storage in the midsection. The belly you're blaming on bread? It might be stress, wearing a calorie restriction costume. High cortisol also breaks down muscle tissue for fuel. And here's where it gets personal. Muscle is what gives your arms that sculpted, defined look. It's what makes your legs look lean instead of soft. It's what makes you feel powerful when you walk into a room. Every time you undereat and spike cortisol, you're trading muscle for the illusion of progress on a scale. And that is not a trade worth making. Here's the fix. Eat enough protein, not influencer-level amounts. Not a powder with 19 ingredients you can't pronounce. Just aim for around 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight, spread across your meals. This protects muscle while your body releases fat. You keep the definition, you protect the metabolism, and you stop feeling like you're one skip lunch away from a meltdown. Next, estrogen and insulin resistance. After 40, estrogen starts declining, and your cells become less sensitive to insulin, meaning your body has to pump out more insulin to do the same job. And insulin, when it's chronically high, is basically a fat storage traffic cop waving everything directly into your fat cells, especially around your waist and hips. The cruel twist? When you eat too little, you often grab whatever's fast and convenient. The crackers, the granola bar, that's basically a candy bar wearing a gym outfit. And those quick, refined carbs spike insulin hard. So you're eating less overall, but your insulin is behaving like you just mainlined a Cinnabon. Here's the fix. It's not about cutting carbs forever. That's a miserable existence. And life is too short. It's about pairing carbs with protein and fat at every meal to slow the insulin spike. Sweet potato with chicken, fruit with Greek yogurt, rice with salmon. Your blood sugar stays steadier, insulin stays lower, and your body gets the signal that it's safe to burn fat instead of hoard it. You'll notice your energy stops crashing at 2 in the afternoon, and you stop staring into the fridge like it owes you an apology. Now here's the one almost nobody talks about. Leptin. Leptin is the hormone that tells your brain you've had enough food and your body can keep burning fat. When you eat too little for too long, leptin tanks. And when leptin tanks, your brain genuinely believes you are starving, even if you are objectively well-fed and live 12 minutes from Whole Foods. Low leptin means relentless hunger. It means cravings that make no logical sense. It means your metabolism down-regulates to protect you because your body loves you and is trying to keep you alive, even when you are trying to fit into last summer's jeans. I'm guilty of this too. I spent years thinking my hunger was a character flaw. Turns out my leptin was just doing its job. Here's the fix. Strategic refeed days. Once or twice a week, eat at or slightly above your maintenance calories, with a real emphasis on carbohydrates and whole foods. This temporarily restores leptin, signals your body that the famine is over, and actually accelerates fat loss the rest of the week. It sounds counterintuitive. Eat more to lose more, but the research backs it. And more importantly, it means you can have pasta on Thursday without spiraling into guilt like you're confessing to a priest. Last one, thyroid and undereating. Your thyroid controls your entire metabolic rate. It's the thermostat of your body, and when you eat too little for too long, your body converts less of your inactive thyroid hormone into the active form. Your thermostat turns down. Everything slows, fat loss slows, energy drops. Brain fog shows up like an uninvited house guest who also ate all your snacks. This isn't hypothetical. This is a documented response called adaptive thermogenesis. Your body literally shrinks your metabolism to match your intake, which means you have to eat less and less just to maintain. And even that stops working eventually. It's a trap. A slow, demoralizing, scientifically predictable trap. Here's the fix. Eat enough, not everything in sight, but enough. Enough protein, enough whole food carbs, enough fat for your hormones to actually function, and add strength training at least twice a week, because muscle tissue is metabolically expensive, meaning it forces your body to burn more even at rest. You build muscle, your thyroid has reason to stay revved, your waist gets smaller, and you catch yourself in the mirror and think, oh, there she is. Okay, stupidly simple version. Eat at a gentle deficit, not a dramatic one. Hit your protein target every single day, non-negotiable. Pair your carbs with protein and fat. Do 2 to 3 strength sessions weekly. Add 1 to 2 refeed days where you eat more. Beginners, start with just the protein goal and 1 strength session. If you're already training, add the refeeds and watch what happens. That's it. Drop in the comments which piece you're implementing first. The protein, the refeeds, or ditching the endless restriction cycle. And in 30 days, come back and tell me what shifted. I want to hear everything. If you like science that actually makes sense for your body, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you want to know exactly what to eat to support your hormones through perimenopause and beyond, go check our hormone nutrition playlist. Now go feed your body like it deserves to be taken care of. Because girl, you are not smaller than your hunger. And the version of you that feels powerful is already in there waiting.